I am delighted to have the honour of presenting this year's Sutherland Leadership Award to a very special recipient. You have heard from Pat about the foundation of the award and the legacy of one of Ireland's most extraordinary global citizens, Peter Sutherland. But for me, introducing this year's honoree is a personal privilege, because Peter Sutherland believed in a particular kind of leadership. He believed that the responsibility of leadership extends beyond borders. He believed that progress is built through cooperation in institutions, not slogans. And that the true test of influence is what you do with it. For your country, certainly, but also for the wider world. Peter was, in the truest sense, a patriot and a global citizen. And that is why tonight's honoree is so fitting. Because the values Peter Sutherland and Hillary Clinton share are clear. A deep belief in public service, a conviction that the world can be made better, not by wishing it, but by working at it. A commitment to opportunity and dignity, and a belief that domestic priorities and global progress are not competing agendas, but are connected responsibilities. In Hillary Clinton's career and achievements, what stands out is not just the scale of it, but the consistency. On graduating from Yale Law School, Hillary Clinton joined the Children's Defence Fund. In this role, she spent her time knocking on doors and interviewing families for what became the landmark report, Children Out of School in America. This laid a foundation to give children with disabilities the right to a public education. Even in her early career, Hillary Clinton chose the hard problems early. As First Lady of the United States, Hillary led the task force on healthcare reform. In this role, her efforts were the catalyst that started a long journey to make universal healthcare a reality for all Americans. Once again, Hillary Clinton chose to fix the system for the majority, not the few. And she did not stop here. In the years that followed, she was a strong advocate for expanding health coverage for children, helping to build momentum for the Children's Health Insurance Programme, a lasting achievement that has improved access for millions of families. And globally, she has helped shift the conversation around women's equality with the iconic message delivered in Beijing in 1995, "Women's rights are human rights." A line that still resonates because it is never intended as poetry, it was intended as policy. Around that same time, poet Ivan Boland wrote about women being outside history, outsiders always. Hillary Clinton was blazing a trail to write women into history, and she didn't stop there. She helped create Vital Voices, an initiative to support women's leaders in politics, business, and civil society, including here in Ireland. It was no surprise that the people of New York elected Hillary Clinton as their senator. Here she worked across the aisle to champion families of 9/11 victims and expand healthcare and family leave to members of the military. It was not politics but people that mattered. She always found those with the heaviest burden and used policy to lighten the weight. Then, just like Peter Sutherland, Hillary found herself on the global stage where she put principles into practice as Secretary of State. And over the next 4 years, she travelled nearly 1 million miles and visited 112 countries. That's more than any Secretary of State in the history. Rebuilding relationships, strengthening alliances, and arguing for what she called smart power. Hillary displayed an outlook that Peter would have admired. The belief that relationships, diplomacy, and presence matter in shaping outcomes. Ireland, of course, knows this story through a more personal lens. Hillary Clinton was present at key moments during the peace process. Her visit to Belfast in 1995 carried symbolic and practical significance at a time when hope still required courage. She spent time with community leaders in Belfast and beyond, including women who were working across divides long before it was fashionable. Hillary often spoke of those women as the quiet catalysts. But Hillary inspired them. She inspired a generation, and indeed a nation. Her final trip as Secretary of State in December 2012 brought her back once again to Northern Ireland. A powerful statement that Northern Ireland mattered enough to be on the very last page of her diplomatic journey. The island of Ireland is not just a different place today because of Hillary Clinton, it is a better place today because of Hillary Clinton. And beyond public office, her philanthropic work with the Clinton Foundation and the Clinton Global Initiative has consistently reflected the same values: expanding opportunity, supporting communities, and investing in social progress. Now more than ever, the world needs leaders like Hillary Clinton. Leaders who can pursue practical progress without losing moral clarity. Who keep showing up not just when the work is celebrated, but when the work is difficult. This is the story of Hillary Clinton. Someone who has spent her life turning values into outcomes. And like Peter Sutherland, she knows you can be fiercely loyal to your own country and still hold a responsibility to the wilder world. And like Peter Sutherland, she has been willing to walk into difficult rooms, absorb the challenges, and keep going because the goal mattered more than the noise. The Sutherland Leadership Award is not about titles, it is about purpose. It is not about the ability to hold a local and global market in your hands at the same time. To see the world as it is and to still work for what it can be, and to use influence not as a prize but as a tool. If Peter Sutherland lit a torch, it's Hillary who took that torch and shone it towards the hope of a better day. Ladies and gentlemen, a pragmatist, a patriot, a power for change. Hillary Clinton. Ladies and gentlemen, before Secretary Clinton leaves us, can I just say one more time what an incredible honour it has been to have you with us here tonight. I know that we both referenced Ivan Boland, who had such a unique way of capturing moments in time. I think tonight was a moment in time. So by way of thank you, I'm delighted that we have a special first edition collection of poems by Ivan Boland, signed by Ivan. It's inscribed with a quote from one of Ivan's last poems, written to mark the 100 years of Irish women's suffrage. In this poem, Boland writes, "Give me your hand, it has written our future." In Hillary Clinton, we have someone who has changed what the future can be and will be. It is because of Hillary Clinton that my own daughter and all of our daughters can imagine and realise a world of limitless possibilities. And in this spirit, I'm personally proud to invite my daughter, Lucy, to present this special gift to Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton. Ladies and gentlemen, Hillary Clinton.